Welcome to the programme. We begin in Gaza, where Israeli forces have killed 5 children after bombing a mosque and a school housing displaced people. The attack happened in the Daraj neighbourhood of Gaza City. 5 adults were also killed in the strike and dozens of people were wounded. Rescue workers searched for survivors in the rubble with their bare hands. Amongst the dead are people who had been trying to reach Israeli-designated so-called safe zones. Since the start of the war in October, Israeli forces have now killed more than 35,700 Palestinians, including 15,000 children. Tareq Azzoum is our correspondent in Deir el-Balah in central Gaza and joins us now. Good morning, Tareq. While the overnight bombardment continues, the focus is very much on the state of hospitals that seem to be, you might say, the focus of Israeli attacks.
Well, morning, Suhail. It was completely a new bloody morning where we have waken up today on the sound of the bombardment and the artillery shelling across multiple areas in the territory, and the new scenes of victims that their families are bidding farewell to them in the yards of Al-Aqsa Hospital. Now, within the past 24 hours, there was a clear acceleration of all military attacks across this strip, starting from the Daraj neighborhood, which was the main focus by the Israeli military, where a 4-story building was completely destroyed, killing at least 16 Palestinians, including 10 children in that area. That was also hit where another residential building and evacuation center was targeted, where at least 9 Palestinians there have been reported killed. So we have been witnessing a clear surge of attacks in Gaza City alongside with al-Nusayrat refugee camp, where at least 8 Palestinians have been reported killed after the house was directly targeted without receiving any prior notification of warning in order to flee the building that they were taking as shelter. But amid this ongoing attacks, the Israeli military is launching a systematic military control on the north of the strip, in particular in Jabalia refugee camp. Now the battles are in the heart of the camp as confrontations raging between Hamas fighters and the Israeli army, and at the same time they are forcing the medics in Al-Auda hospital to flee under the sound of the bombardment. They managed to flee dozens of medics to the western part of Gaza City, but there are still medics in the hospital who refuse to flee until the Israeli military forces could bring them ambulances in order to evacuate the injured from inside that medical facility. Now, the entire image that in the north of the strip is that there is a full collapse of the medical sector in that part and that corner of the territory, as the military has been widely attacking the entire north of the strip, and in particular Jabalia refugee camp, as we have been hearing from eyewitnesses that bodies are lined up on the ground without getting any kind of rescue operations because of the unprecedented intensity of the Israeli bombardment there, Suhail.
We'll continue to check in with you throughout the day, Tareq, for updates. For the moment, thank you. Tareq Azzoum there for us in Deir el-Balah.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.